Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Leon from No More Lines. In this video, I'm going to show you how to rename a worksheet within Microsoft Excel using VBA. The maximum number of characters you can have in a sheet name is 31 characters. Anything more than that, Excel will truncate or cut off the number of characters after 31 characters. In Excel VBA, Excel will actually throw an error message. And I'm going to show you a couple ways of dealing with that. So in this example, in cell A1, I have a sheet name already set. It's Uber Eats Mini Delicious Sheets. And you see here that I've used a len function, or it basically is a length function to determine the number of characters. That length function, it counts spaces in between words as a character itself. So that's something to take note of. And you see that in cell A2, my sheet name is called, well, the value is called My Sheets Are Sold in Gasoline. And that's a total of 32 characters. And I'll show you that when I try to rename that second sheet, or when I try to rename the sheet that second name, it's going to throw an error message. So let's walk through this. So basically, I'm going to create a subroutine. It's already set up. I'm going to reference my sheet name as RR as a string. Please note string characters or string dimension itself is going to be a total of 255 characters. And you see that I'm going to set RR equal to the active sheet or sheet 1 itself, and the value is A1. Or the range A1 in its value. So it's going to be Uber Eats Mini Delicious Sheets. So now RR is set. And then I'm going to show you that I can reference that sheet two different ways. You can reference the sheet name itself. So if you know what the sheet name is, you don't even have to be on that active sheet. You can rename a sheet without even having to have it active. Or you can also rename it by just selecting the active sheet and then just having the name itself. But the basic code is that it's going to be the sheet name itself, and then it's going to be a dot and then name, and then it's going to be equal to whatever value that you can put. You can set it as a parameter. You can also set it in quotes as a static value. It's a good idea to use parameters as much as possible. It makes it really easy to actually keep track of everything, especially if you're going to reuse code. So I'm going to go ahead and step through this. You see that now it renames it as Uber Eats Mini Delicious Sheets. And now the sheet name is going to be Uber Eats Mini Delicious Sheets. But also too, when I set it as the active sheet, since that sheet is activated, it's going to rename it the same thing. But you see here that I'm going to rename RR as cell A2, and that value is going to be My Sheets Are Sold in Gasoline. When I try to rename that sheet here, it's going to throw an error message, and it's going to be a runtime error 1004. It says that you typed an invalid name for a sheet or chart. Make sure that the name that you type does not exceed 31 characters. The name does not contain any of the following characters. It's a / /, a question mark, a dot, or a star or brackets. And it can't have a blank name, so it has to have an actual value. But real quick, I'm going to show you how to actually deal with that. So I actually made a subroutine that has a variable in it. What's cool about that is that I can actually use this particular function here as an engine. And when I mean an engine, it's basically a function that passes variables. So I can reuse the code over and over again. But one thing about that though is that you won't be able to actually step through it. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to basically call it a different way. And what you do is that you basically set up the subroutine name itself, and then you're going to basically put a parameter. It basically is going to accept a parameter. And then from here on this third function, I'm going to actually call the function this way. So I'm going to show you how this particular function here works. But it's actually not a function. It's actually a subroutine. Okay, so here I'm going to actually reference it down here. And basically, I'm going to call this function, and I'm going to pass this particular string name here. It's called this sheet name is too long. Too long. Can you feel it? Too long. That's actually a reference to a Daft Punk song that I listened to a long time ago. I like to make a couple of inside jokes whenever I write code, and it's to me it's kind of funny, but it's kind of to, I guess, make the mood a little bit more playful, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to reference this. So I'm going to run through this. So basically, this calls this subroutine, okay, here, and you see that it passed this value here as the SHTN. Then from here, I'm going to do a call on it, a len call. So basically, what I'm doing here is I'm doing a form of error handling. And it's basically going to say that if the length of this value that I'm passing is over a total of 31 characters, then I'm going to truncate it at 31 characters. So this here actually fixes the problem within the function itself. So it does an if statement. It says if the length is over 31 characters, then I want to truncate it at 31 characters. So you see here that it actually or rename that sheet name, and you see that it actually cuts it off at 31 characters. So now when I rename the sheet, it actually will actually fix it. So you see now that this now is a total of 31 characters, and I'll show you here that it actually is. You see now it's 31 characters, right? So this is just a little quick example of that. Hopefully you found this helpful. I'm going to actually reference this this sheet example in the description box, and also as a pinned comment. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. Also, if you have any suggestions on what you want to know about Excel VBA, leave a comment. I love feedback. I love to provide value. Hopefully this video did. Thanks for watching, and you have a blessed day.